All right, I want to show you, this is Emporia. This is the back street behind the museum. So this would be the south side where the State's Fake Sun is in alignment to me while I'm sleeping on this side, and the north side is on the opposite side, whereas I'm sleeping on that side, the state is aiming directed light underneath the shaded walkway, and the State's Fake Sun is over that north side of the museum. This is Emporia behind the museum, and this is the fake sun in direct alignment with me on Emporia at 7:18 in the morning. Alaska Airlines, as I'm walking this direction at the museum, that's Ontario Police crossing path on Euclid Avenue. They're group stalking. They're engaging in terrorism with the state under a fake sun, listening to every word that I'm uttering. Alaska Airlines engaging in terrorism, making a U-turn right here in front of me, flying in a relevant position. The state engaging in incessant patrolling via airplane. AMTRAK, as I actually documented the use of an AMTRAK train, in addition with the ongoing use of random trains, which was incessant patrolling and also engaging in specified acts of harassment and terrorism, heightening the volume, and then engaging in illusion with sound, in other words, where I am surrounding with magnified sound, substantial volume, and then seconds later, as I am woken up from sleep, sounding as though the train is at a distance. The state is doing the same thing with light, engaging in illusion with light, and engaging in illusion with audible activity as they are focusing on where I'm at, and doing so hostile to the documentation. I want to be clear, it's 7:19 a.m. and this is the State's Fake Sun, which is not in alignment to G Street and Euclid through the windshield of Tracy Banks' vehicle as I'm at that location. This is 7:19 a.m. West of this location, the State's Fake Sun at 706 West Holt Boulevard at the same time. The State's Fake Sun is right now at the same location where I'm capturing it. This is the same vantage point where later in the day when I walk this direction to Shiro's Liquor, the State's Fake Sun is at this location over me. All right, so pay attention to what the state is doing. And this is what the state has been doing, flying directly over me at the museum and patrolling incessantly. That's a government plane, and that's called amplification. It is louder than it actually is, and that's what AMTRAK has been engaging in. This is terrorism, as I'm going to prosecute AMTRAK, which is a state actor, acting with the state and Ontario Police, and understand the many methods, which I will discuss on my podcast, how you engage in terrorism. In addition to the demonic behavioral pattern, the demons, if you will, that you are engaging in the pattern of conduct with. So Ontario Police sounding their sirens in concert with AMTRAK, which is the method of audible activity, because it is amplified in artificial activity that you hear everywhere, including at North Vine Avenue and G Street, which is impossible audible activity. It is 7:21 a.m. and this is the State's Fake Sun, not even over the museum. This is Emporia, all right? And you're gonna pay attention to what the state is doing with light while you have the use of a train. This is AMTRAK being documented. It's on AMTRAK train tracks, and that's not an AMTRAK train. AMTRAK train actually used last night to engage in P.O.C. though. Want to document that. And then after 4 a.m., over 7 times this train patrolling back and forth, engaging in terrorism. 7379, Building America, Union Pacific. That's not an AMTRAK train. And this is what they use to patrol. And this is audible activity. This is the state's light source directly above me. And this is amplified audible activity, all right? And that's a group stalker, creating light activity, moving under the State's Fake Sun. This is demon possession, all right? And this is what the people do. They come out of nowhere. This is the same stalker that sleeps on the opposite side, and you see him walking in that direction. You know why he's walking here? Because I'm on the back street. That's demon possession, and that's the stalker. And that's AMTRAK providing facilitation for demon-possessed stalkers to monitor, with the police, by the way, who are in relevant position. That's the P.O.C. That is the P.O.C. right there. Right, that's the same one you see. He doesn't walk this way. He walks that way off of the museum grounds. While I'm using my camera, he's walking this way because he is focused on where I'm at. And you are looking at the many faces of Satan in plane, via train, and the people, okay? That's P.O.C. And this is the fake sun, by the way. This is east and not over the museum, whereas I'm still at the museum on the grounds and the State's Fake Sun remains. State's Fake Sun is captured over this edge of the building after 10, 11, 12 p.m. State's Fake Sun is nowhere over the museum because I have left the grounds of the museum, all right? And the State's Fake Sun is nowhere possible over 507 North Euclid Avenue, 706 West Holt, 215 East C Street, where the State's Fake Sun is clearly documented, all right? I just want to capture this lengthy video. And this is that which I've already demonstrated. This is why AMTRAK is going to be prosecuted. Not only are there AMTRAK train tracks a means of criminal activity, which is terrorism, in concert with the people as you're witnessing. You're witnessing demonic conduct, all right? This is also criminal facilitation, and AMTRAK itself engaging in physically using its own trains on the train tracks as well, all right? This is P.O.C. It is 7:23 a.m. All right, if you go through my documentation and you're gonna look at the timeline where I'm at, nowhere near. That's Delta Airlines engaging in federal stalking. And you're gonna pay attention because while I'm on the museum grounds, they're flying right over the center of the museum, right over me. All right, they're not doing that. They're not flying this direction right over me out of the museum. They're flying right here where I'm at. Now that's Delta Airlines, and that was Alaska Airlines that did the same thing as I walked over here. This is AMTRAK. That was Ontario Police Group stalking, all right? That's P.O.C. It is 7:23 a.m. That is called federal group stalking. That's terrorism by Delta Airlines. Flying in alignment, making a U-turn where I'm at, they're focused on my location. Monitoring to this audible activity created by AMTRAK. Under what is a fake sun, at the back street of what is Emporia, in alignment to me. Be clear, after 6 p.m. as I'm exiting the Ontario Ovid Family Community Library after 6 p.m., which is directly down this street, Lemon, on the opposite side of the same street, and the state's fake sun is in alignment to me on C Street. Understand that that is less than a quarter of a mile up the same block, and the state's fake sun is going nowhere. All right, that's what's telling you about what these companies are doing in concert with the people. Also engaging in kidnapping all together, and that's exactly the totality of that documentation. This is terrorism in the state of California. That's P.O.C.